Mr. Rossi, Dr. Marino, Mrs. Morrell, members of the administration, school board, faculty, parents, guests, and students. Welcome to our 9th annual National Junior Honor Society induction ceremony. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Suzette Senchak. I'm an 8th grade honors and general science teacher. I am the new advisor to the National Junior Honor Society, and I am very excited to present to you this student-led ceremony. As I told the students earlier today, I'd like them to take this moment, enjoy the ceremony. They're not allowed to be nervous because I have this covered for everybody. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of Newcastle Junior High School for having successfully completed their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our chapter. For current members seated in our audience, and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with in maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to be inducting 44 new members. Today's honored ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our schooling community. Throughout the school year, our inductees, soon to be current members, serve as role models for other students. In addition to strong academic record, which establishes each student's eligibility for our membership, our new chapter inductees are leaders in many student organizations and sports, and serve our school and community through various activities. We are proud of this record of accomplishment, and we welcome these new members to the National Junior Honor Society. And so it is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in Newcastle's chapter of the National Junior Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through effective demonstration of the 5 pillars that serve as standards for the society. 5 current members, seated to the side of the stage, will review each of these qualities. Before we begin though, please note that there is a small change to a name in the program. At this time, the pillar leadership will be delivered by member Paul Malley.
Good afternoon. I represent leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities. The real leaders strive to train and aid others to reach their common goal of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what, power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual with the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. Inductees, take the word of famous NFL football coach Vince Lombardi. Leaders are made, they are not born. They are a hard effort, which is the price we all must pay to achieve any goal that is worthwhile.
Thank you, Paul. We will now hear from Vice President Kalia Gardner, who will speak about the scholarship pillar.
Hello, I represent scholarship. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended. For human education only ends with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning fairness is a lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Now, a famous quote by James Lowell, American poet: "True scholarship consists in knowing not what things exist, but what they mean. It's not memory, but judgment."
Thank you, Kalia. Next is our secretary, Megan Miller, who will speak about the pillar of character.
I represent character. Character is the force within each individual that distinguishes one person from others. It gives each of us our individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to gain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and striving daily to make the right choices. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove, by example, that we value character. In the wise words of Helen Keller, "Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved."
Thank you, Megan. Our fourth pillar will be delivered by Treasurer Gabriella Mangieri, who will speak about service.
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. Candidates, please take the advice of Gandhi. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in service of others.
Thank you, Gabriella. Our final pillar on citizenship will be addressed by Executive Committee Member Janessa Griffin.
I represent citizenship, the obligations each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home community, our state, our nation, and our world are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of all our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong and vigilant in protecting freedoms and rights that have been granted to us and in preventing injustice from entering our lives. We, the members of the chapter, are called to live up to the highest standards of citizenship from this day forward. According to Grace Lee Beggs, American author, social activist, philosopher, and feminist, You cannot change any society unless you take responsibility for it, unless you see yourself as belonging to it and are responsible for changing it.
Thank you, Janessa. At this time, I ask Megan Miller and Janessa Griffin to present our candidates for induction.
At this time, the candidates for induction will be announced. Candidates, please move forward to be welcomed by our superintendent, Mr. Rossi, and receive your pin and certificate from our principal, Mrs. Morrell. Please hold your applause until the very end.
8th grade inductee, Jonathan Ross.
Kelsey Mancini, who cannot be here with us today.
7th grade inductees, Damon Brown,
Ava Buck,
Dominic Calderero,
Karma Chalella,
Dominic DeHaven,
Ashley DiVincentis,
Sophia DeVivo,
Michaela DeGenero,
Michaela Duncan,
Peyton Falba,
Angelia Gallo,
Peyton Gibson,
Braden Gurman,
Michael Goggins,
Alea Gray.
Amari Graziani Hall,
John Elise Guzman, who cannot be here with us today.
Kyvon Hammond Allen,
Kelsey Jacksola,
Isabella Karenbauer,
Jackson Kaczynski,
Jaden Lawrence,
Kaylin Lawrence,
Robert Lyles,
Kanan Lynch,
Lillian Bagash,
Angelyn Martin,
Aiden Matthews,
Stephen Monty,
Aaliyah Melendez,
Richard Miglorisi,
Vincent Miller,
Braden Payne,
Chloe Pope,
Antonio Paulero,
Marcus Rose,
Radea Rose,
Amari Sally,
Zoe Shields,
Aaliyah Stalzinski,
Chloe Stallnecker,
Ashley Urania Fernandez,
I ask Lucas Meninoff, our president, to induct our new candidates.
At this time, will the new inductees please stand? Raise your right hand and repeat the oath after me. The audience can follow the text as printed on the back of your program. Current National Junior Honor Society members, please stand in solidarity. Candidates, please join me in reciting the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school, and I will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, citizenship, and character. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucas. You all may be seated, which you already are. At this time, we welcome our guest speaker, Principal Mrs. Morrell. She will offer congratulatory remarks to the new members.
Good afternoon. A warm welcome today to any members of the Board of Education, parents, grandparents, friends, family members. A special welcome to our superintendent, Mr. Rossi, and assistant to the superintendent, Dr. Marino. Thank you to Ms. Senchek for advising these young people and organizing today. Thank you to Mrs. Omar, who always assists everyone. Mrs. Romeo, Mrs. Siciliano, and all who took part in organizing today's event. I am honored to have been asked to speak and to celebrate this wonderful occasion. I would like to congratulate the students for being honored for your achievements in leadership, scholarship, character, service, and citizenship. An honor such as this is a wonderful way for the school and community to recognize and celebrate the choices and sometimes the sacrifices you have made. I would also like to congratulate the parents, families, and support systems for showing unconditional support, motivation, encouragement, and love for these remarkable young people. They are sitting here today because someone out there is leading them on the path to success. Thank you for being great role models. I would like to talk about character. A person of character values honesty and integrity and pays whatever price is needed to be worthy of trust, earning the pride of family and friends, and self-respect. A person of character plays fair, even when others don't, and values no achievement unless it is attained with honor. A person of character has strong convictions, yet avoids self-righteousness. A person of character believes in the inherent dignity of all people and treats everyone with respect, even those whose ideas and ideologies evoke strong disagreement. A person of character deals with criticism constructively and is self-confident enough to take good advice, admit and learn from mistakes, feel and express genuine remorse, and apologize graciously. A person of character knows what is important, sacrifices the now for later, is in control of attitudes and actions, overcomes negative impulses, and makes the best of every situation. A person of character willingly faces fears and tackles unpleasant tasks. A person of character is consistently and self-consciously kind and empathetic, giving generously without concern for reward. A person of character feels and expresses gratitude freely and frequently. A person of character is not defeated by failure or dissuaded by disappointment. A person of character seeks true happiness in living a life of purpose and meaning, placing a higher value on significance than success. These everyday pillars of the National Junior Honor Society, in which you have all excelled, leadership, scholarship, character, service, and citizenship, were not chosen at random. They are the core of a fulfilled and a fulfilling life. The most important thing to remember is that each of these characteristics are the sum of many individual decisions. They embody a positive attitude backed by purpose. The only way to achieve your purpose is to take small actions every day. In the end, they all add up. My hope for you is that you will cultivate this attitude backed by purpose in your own life. Mother Teresa said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." I look forward to seeing many high tides from you young people in the future. Congratulations and best luck.
Thank you, Mrs. Morrell, for such an inspiring speech for our young people. At this time, we're going to conclude our program. I'd like to thank our superintendent, Mr. Rossi, assistant superintendent, Dr. Marino, assistant principals, Mrs. Romeo and Mrs. Siciliano, our school counselor, Mrs. Omar, who, I'm not going to lie, I couldn't have done this without her, and the entire staff and faculty for the continued support of our students and for the National Junior Honor Society. But most of all, I thank you, the parents, the guardians, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, godparents, and other significant people in our students' lives. Without you pushing your child to strive for academic excellence, or with you, we are able to induct new members into the National Junior Honor Society. As a teacher and as an advisor, I thank you for instilling the value of an education with your child. Students, please take a moment to thank your very supportive family with a round of applause. Thank you all for attending this honored ceremony. After the program has concluded, please join us for light refreshments in the Commons, where you will be able to sign out your child for the day. But before dismissing, will the new members please rise? Please join me once again in applauding the new student members of Newcastle National Junior Honor Society. Congratulations to you young people. In honor of our new members, please remain seated while they exit the auditorium. You may then join them in a commons. Thank you again for attending this time-honored tradition.